Jon, welcome. If you'd just like to first of all formally introduce yourself.
My name's Jon Broome. I'm chair of the Association for Project Management's Contracts and Procurement Specific Interest Group, or C&P SIG for short.
Why do you think NEC and APM have such a strong relationship?
I think it's partly historical in that the co-instigator of the NEC, Martin Barnes, is also one of the founding members of the Association for Project Management. So that goes back partly to some extent in a lesser way my relationship in that I've been involved in the NEC for the past 20 years. 20 years? Not quite 20 years, 16 years, something like that. And I'm also chair of the Contracts and Procurement SIG. So there's the relationship bit, which I think that helped form the current bonds. And the individuals have a joint interest, which is to promote good project management. So obviously the Association for Project Management, the national body, aiming to get chartered, raise the level of professionalism in the delivery of projects. What does NEC? One of its three principal objectives is to stimulate good project management. So a good joint interest. And then you get on to some of the specifics in terms of the timing, more recently, of the Association for Project Management needing a new professional services contract for the appointment of project managers, NEC wanting a short professional services contract, and the rest is history, so they say.
The professional services short contract was the product of NEC APM collaboration. What's your knowledge of this contract?
Well, seeing as I led the development of it, quite a lot. What we did is we first of all, we took the initial outline business case, shall we say, from NEC, and we developed it into a scope document in terms of trying to be much more precise about what it was going to be, we wanted it to be able to do, and without writing the clauses, how we wanted it to do it, how we saw it doing it. That got sign off, and then I led the team from the Association for Project Management, which did, if you like, the grunt work of the drafting, although it has to be said, a lot of deleting clauses from the professional services contract. Then in the later stages, we worked with Peter Higgins to get it signed off, to finalise it, so if you like, it's always the last 10% to get over the line, the bits which we pushed backwards and forwards and said, I think this and you think that, and so on, to get it over the line. So that's how I know about it.
And how has it been applied in practice?
It seems to be working well. So some people from a consulting firm said, to be honest, it's a bit of a relief having it, because when we want to do surveys, it's so much easier to put together a contract and then manage it rather than have the full provisions of the professional services contract. And the other was from a lawyer who put together 2 contracts for architects in Iran. And he said it was really easy to put together and he hasn't got involved in anything post-contract, so he complimented me on my part in doing it, which was nice of him. So I believe it's worked reasonably well. I haven't received negative feedback, put it that way.